students. I am Akansha Mishra and presenting you here the topic that is cell related to the class 9. So here we will start your first chapter that is cell. Starting from the slide you can just see it here. The cell is called as the fundamental unit of life. Can you please tell me what do you mean by fundamental unit of life? Yeah, basically all the life activities, all the metabolic activities, either it is structural or it is functional, they all are controlled by the help of cell. That's why it is called as the fundamental unit of life. Like here you can see the three types of cell, that is the plant cell, animal cell and the bacteria cell. Starting from our topic, as soon as possible we will start this. Okay, so just see it. The cell is the fundamental unit of life. Fundamental means it controls all the structural and functional unit of life, all the functional activities, all the metabolic activities, either it is related to your growth or development or any other organ differentiation or development. Okay, they all are related to the cell. Now here you can see few points about the cell here. That is, all the living organisms are made up of cell, either the plants or the animals. All the living organisms are made up of the cell. Same next, in the next point you can see it is the structural and functional unit of life, because whole body is made up of cells. Okay, all the structural means formation of the organs, formation of tissues, all these structural, and the functional, all the life processes to be done, these both activities are to be done by the help of a cells. Now basically if we talk about the word cell, it is called as a little room. Why it is called as a little room? Because it is the control center of all the activities. Now there was a famous scientist who was the Robert Hooke, who discovered cell in 1665. But the question comes, how did he discover that about the cell? So what he has done, he has taken some bark of the tree, okay, and in that bark he observed it under the microscope, and in that microscope he observed that in the bark cells or in the bark of the stem there are the honeycomb like structure, and when they are honeycomb like structure they call it as the cell. But there was a difference, there was a main point of the invention of the discovery of the Robert Hooke, that he said and he experiment the cell on the dead cell or the dead tissue you can say. Okay, means whatever cell he invented, he discovered that there are the honeycomb like structure, honeycomb like compartments which are to be called as the cell, that was the under the dead tissue. After that, then there was next, who was Antony Leeuwenhoek, who discovered the cell in the living tissue. Sometimes this question comes in your exam, that who discovered the cell in the living tissue, that is Antony van Leeuwenhoek, and who discovered the cell in the dead tissue, that is this one, your Robert Hooke. Now in the next point you can see the unicellular and the multicellular organisms. Basically when we talk about the unicellular and multicellular organisms, it clearly instructs from its name only. Unicellular means single cell and multicellular means more than two cells or one cell. Okay, so here you can see about the unicellular organism, that unicellular organisms are the composed of single cell. Single cell constitute the structure and entire function of the organisms. For the example you can see amoeba, paramecium and euglena. They all are the unicellular organisms. Except these, all the other organisms, like except the microorganisms, some of the microorganisms like the amoeba, paramecium and euglena, they all are unicellular. But except this, all the plant cells, they all plant cells to animal cells and even to the human being cells, they all are the multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms means they are composed of many cells. Here you can see, for the example, plants, animals and human beings. Starting from the bone cell or the nerve cell or the ovum cell, sperm cell or the red blood cells. Okay. Sometimes the question also comes that which is the longest cell in your body. So you have to tell about the nerve cell. Question also come, which is the smallest cell in your body? So you will tell the name of the RBC. Okay. Coming to the cell structure, you can see cells are made up of components called cell organelles. There is a simple thing, if you take a bucket of a water and you fill some balls in it, same thing looks like your cell. Okay, so cell contains cell organelles in it. So as the cell contains cell organelles in it, what are the cell organelles? So here you can see all whatever the respective functions, all whatever the metabolic activities to be done, they all are to be done by the cell organelles. Like here you can see there are different types of cell organelles starting from the plasma membrane to the nucleus and to the cytoplasm. We will discuss all the cell organelles one by one, starting from the cell wall. So in the cell wall you can see this cell wall is found in plant cell outside the plasma membrane. ये जो आपके बाहर की लेयर होती है, okay, outside the cell, that thick membrane that is called as the plasma that is called as your cell wall, basically found in only in the plant cells. It has a covering made up of a cellulose, means cell wall in the plant cell is made up of cellulose. Okay, and it provides structural support to the plants. Like here you can see it over here. The next one you have the plasma membrane. It is the outermost covering of the cell. After the cell wall, okay, there is the plasma membrane which allows entry or the exit of the nutrients or some of the solute or the solvent particles. Why it do so? It do so that cell can get nutrition from it for its further function or for its further processes. So here you can see some point, it is called as selectively permeable membrane because it prevents movement of some materials. Okay, prevents selectively permeable membrane कहने का क्या मतलब है कि वो छानता है, ठीक है, it will allow only some particles and some particles will not be able to go from this side. So that's why plasma membrane is called as the selectively permeable membrane. It helps in diffusion and osmosis. Simple thing is that ki when here is a cell and here is a cell, here you can see the plasma membrane and here you can see the plasma membrane. So whatever the things are to be come from inside to the outside, they will only go by the help of the plasma membrane, and plasma membrane should have some function for it. So diffusion and osmosis are those type of processes which help in the passage or the exchange of solute and the solvent particles from it. Like here in the composition you can see it is made up of a bilipid layer, that is bilayer of lipid and protein. Can you see this structure? This is basically called as fluid mosaic model. I think you must you know about this in further classes. So you can know that there are the lipid molecules and beneath only this there are protein molecules embedded in it. So that's why it is called as bilipid layer of lipid and protein. The next one is the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is a liquid or the fluid matrix which is filled inside this one. Like here can you see this space, this vacant space? This vacant space is fully filled of a liquid or the fluid matrix that is called as the cytoplasm. Like here you can see the cytoplasm is the thick solution composed of water, salts and proteins that fills the cells, surrounded by cell membrane, and the nucleus of cell is surrounded by the cytoplasm. Okay. In the next you can see about the nucleus. So nucleus is the control center of the cell. All the genetic informations, all the chromosomal and inheritance, all these are connected to the nucleus only. So coming to about the nucleus, just see it over here. It is a small round and membrane bound structure near center of a cell. Like if this is a cell, it must have some center. So this is the center and inside this only there will be a nucleus. Okay. So here you can see fluid inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. So सेल के अंदर का जो फ्लूइड होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज साइटोप्लाज्म और जो न्यूक्लियस का अंदर का लिक्विड होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म. इट इज कवर्ड बाय अ डबल लेयर कॉल्ड न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन. ओके, सेल जो जिस लेयर से कवर्ड है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन एंड जो न्यूक्लियस की कवरिंग है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन. Okay, it plays a central role in cellular activities and reproduction also, and again same point is here that it contains the genetic material inside it. Okay, The next one is the Golgi apparatus, which you can see. Golgi apparatus was basically invented by the Camillo Golgi. Okay, on the basis of his name only, Camillo Golgi, this was named as the Golgi apparatus. Okay, it contains three things, that is tubules, cisternae and vesicles. So basically आपका ये Golgi apparatus जो होता है, it consists, can you see this figure? In this you can see this one is the cisternae, this is the your vesicles, and small are your tubules. Okay, so this is the thing, like here you can see it functions include the storage, modification and package of cell products. जो भी आपके सेल प्रोडक्ट्स फ्रॉम द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन टू एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के जो पाथवे कवर करके आपके न्यूक्लियस तक आते हैं, दैट कम्स only through the help of the Golgi apparatus, and that's why it helps in the modification and package of cell products. Okay, next you can see the lysosomes. Basically lysosomes are also to be called as suicidal bags, because like in the cell there are some of the hydrolytic enzymes when all the functions is to be going on. So while that functions going on, there are some hydrolytic enzymes are also produced. So as the hydrolytic enzymes are produced, so suicidal bags what it does, it destroys them. ठीक है, like अगर आपका cell damage हो गया, okay, if the cell get damaged from any or the cell organelles get damaged, then what will lysosomes function is to them, then what lysosome क्या करता है, वो खुद ही उन सारे harmful particles को engulf कर लेता है और खुद उस cell को ख़त्म कर लेता है. Like here you can see it contains powerful digestive enzymes, that is made up of rough endoplasmic reticulum to digest the worn out cell. Worn out cell मतलब का means teared out cell which got damaged due to some incident. Now here you can see may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell, hence that is called as the suicidal bags of a cell. Now here you can see the mitochondria. Basically whenever we talk about the mitochondria, we use only a single word, that is powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse means it provides energy to the cell, energy in the form of ATP, okay, means adenosine triphosphate, and which converted further to the ADP, means adenosine diphosphate. So like here you can see it, in the structure of the mitochondria it also has a double membrane. It has matrix inside it along with the cristae. These finger like projections are to be called as the cristae. Okay, and it has its own DNA. There are the two organelles like the mitochondria and the ribosomes which have their own DNA or the RNA. Okay, now coming about the plastids. Plastids are basically found only in the plant cells. If we talk about the plastids, there are three types of plastids, that is chromoplast, chloroplast and the leucoplast. You must have seen the yellow and the red color of the flower, that is all because of the chromoplast pigment. Like here you can see the color plastids, and colored plastics are red and yellow, that is given by the chromoplast, and the chloroplast gives green color to the leaves, to the stem, to the plant. Okay, that is given by the chloroplast which contains green pigment, that is chlorophyll. The next one is the leucoplast, third one, which is white or colorless lipid plastids. It does not have any color and it act as the storage organelle, means it store fats and oils inside it that are to be formed or that are helpful in the cells. So this is all a little bit about the cell. So if you have any doubt, you can post your queries and just ask me about it. I think there are more to discuss about the cell, but this is not enough, so we will have meet again.